Hey there, Aries. Welcome to your August 2024 Kabbalistic Tarot card reading. Let's get right into it. I invoke the Iao, that thou send Haru, the great angel, son of the operation of the secret wisdom, to lay his invisible hands upon these consecrated cards of art, that thereby we may obtain knowledge of hidden things to the glory of thy ineffable name. Amen. Okay, Aries. I'm going to turn down the tunes a little bit. There we go. A little better. Okay. We'll be using a Tree of Life spread, and we will be using the Soft Tarot. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments. Please like the video and subscribe. And if you would like to book a personal reading, all the information that should be in the chat box below. If for any reason it's not, just leave it in the comments and I'll find a way to work it out. Alright. Using different music this time. It's a little distracting, but you know, we'll work through it. Alright. Spirit, what does Aries need to know? Should they be made aware of? How can we help them out for the month of August 2024? Please and thank you kindly. Happy Cancer season to all you Aries. And to any of you cross watchers, you've got way too much time on your hands. I'm just kidding. I've cross watched once or twice, and it felt weird. I didn't know I was doing it. But yeah, if your Aries is in any of your chart, well, it's somewhere in your chart, but this reading is just for anyone who's watching it. It's mostly for Aries. So yeah, cool. And I feel like that's enough shuffling. I'll cut the deck. Here we go. I'll lay out the tree and then we'll get into it. Thanks for being here, Aries. Alright. All. Ooh, Ace of Wands. Beautiful. And Wisdom. Ooh, got Debauchery. Seven of Cups. In Understanding, got Lusty Leo, Crossing Abyss, Into Love. Got the Magus, the old Magus of Power. In Power, you have the old Ten of Swords. In Truth, Three of Discs. In your Victory, Warrior Part of Water, the Queen of Cups. Splendor, Nine of Swords. Foundation, Six of Wands. Manifestation, Eight of Swords. All right. Thank you, Spirit. And thank you, Aries, once more for being here. Let's get right into it. So, looking at the tree right here, there's a lot of small cards, non-majors. So that tells me initially, first off, is that in the month of August, you will need to take more action and control instead of surrendering to bigger forces, so to speak. And got one court card here, the Queen of Wands, your Victory, and we'll get to her. So, not too many people to worry about or influencing you, and yeah. All right, let me show you what I see. In the All, pure consciousness. You have the Root of Power Fire, the Ace of Wands. Now this is the beginning, right? This creates all the other pip cards. This is creation, invention, your origin story for August. If that makes any sense. This is sexual vigor, this is starting a new business, new attraction, natural force, excitement, birthing something, creating something. And you see we have the tree of life right in here, right? And there's death right there. I was considering doing death in this reading and getting into purity and unity and all that stuff. But I'm not ready yet, so we're not going to do that yet. So, this is right where it needs to be. The best place for it to be. Might be feeling rather strong, vital, if you're ready to take on the world, so to speak. Ready for combat, ready to fight, ready to create something new. Now this is the all. This is the fire oath, which every other one emanates, meaning that they all come from here. So from that feeling of creation, invention, right, starting something anew, we come down to wisdom. What is wisdom? It's whatever you think it is or believe it to be. But right here we have Seven of Cups. So what this tells me is, first of all, it's not greatly dignified because it's just not. So it might not be felt too strongly. But this card speaks of wishful thinking, clouded thinking, wanting too much, and in wanting too much, not being able to make a decision. Also delusions of grandeur. Oh. Which, no offense to you Aries, but I could see your type, your sign, easily led down that kind of road, especially with an Ace of Wands in your all, where you can do anything you want, and then you get right here, and it's too much, not too many emotions, but trying to hold on to those emotions a little too tightly. This is illusory success, illusion. I'm just talking to you like you're like a 2-year-old. Illusion, illusory success. It feels good. It feels like it's the right thing to do. It's, in reality, whatever that is, it's not. This also can represent getting lost in the idea of somebody. So if you are in a romantic situation, which I don't really see here as of yet, but if you are, you're more into the idea of what that person brings to you, or what you are when you're with that person, than actually being with that person. It's a very subtle distinction, but it is there. So be on the lookout for that. So you have your Ace of Wands, leads you into going a little crazy with power, maybe. Just trying to hold on to something, perhaps. And this contradicts you back into understanding. You need to understand. Leo energy, lust, also known as strength, and like every other deck. Lust. What's so great about lust? Well, lust is sexual urges. We all got them. It is inner strength, overcoming passion, which could be very helpful, given this is your wisdom. Finding self-confidence, integrating sexuality, which is not easy for everybody. It can also be compassion. It can also be intense attraction. Getting lost in the idea of somebody intensely, right? But as I said, it can also be compassion, fortitude, kindness, virtue, discipline, all those good things. And it also, in some rare cases, is about having the strength to do nothing. Think about that. Right? All right. That being the case, having the strength to do nothing might be in your best interest this month, Aries. Also, it might not. Maybe you learned something from the Seven of Cups. And it does lead to the lust. So, also, it could... Well... Alright, what I see is you getting this Ace of Wands, and that's all you can really be aware of, right? You try to make the right moves, and you ended up in this sticky, nasty place where you just want too much, and you can't see straight, for better or worse. And what you need to come to understand, or what you do come to understand, is that you're better than that, you're stronger than that, and you're more than that. And you don't need to be the form of anything. What I mean by that is you don't need to let anything define you. I say that because this is under form. So. Yeah. So a lot of sexual energy here, and it is thought, which is all sex, but yeah, with debauchery and lust, there's something you want to break free of, but you kind of also don't want to. This life can be tricky that way sometimes, or other ways. Right? And you will fight it. You want to fight it. It's in your nature. Your Aries God of War. Come on. Alright. Let's move on. Let's cross the abyss into love. As a subjective experience. Magus of Power. Magus of Power. Magus of Power is all about practice, ability, potential, ego, skills. That's me. Shooting a basketball. I'm not very skilled, but I like it. Okay, and it's about elasticity, adroitness, communication, craft, dexterity, just being really good at something. Talent, mastery, right? The Magus comes out of the all into understanding, right? That's why it's called transparent intelligence, or he's whatever it's called, transparent intelligence. He comes out of the all, which is awareness and consciousness, into understanding. And he's like, okay, I understand how it works. I understand that these are all things, and I know how to use them to my advantage, right? That's why he's got all these things around him, right? And he's mercurial energy, and mercurial energy is what it is being able to communicate. So, that being said, this being in your Sephiroth of love, which can be oh so many different things to oh so many different people. I see you here communicating possibly to someone else, but most importantly to yourself, what it is you love, what it is you need, and what it is you don't. What it is you want to pursue, what it is you want to leave behind, what it is that you've mastered, what it is that you haven't. Mistakes you've made, good choices that you want to make. It sounds like I'm a little bit all over the place, and I am. But the Magus here in your subjective experience, and this being in part of the tree where we're in the material world now, This tells me that you have what it takes to create anything. And you do up there too, in the spiritual world. But here too, you can create anything you want. You can make anything you want. That's another thing about the Magus. He can make anything he wants. So the question is, what do you want? What do you want, Aries? Honesty is one of your strengths. What do you want? Spirit's telling me to tell you that you can do it. You can make it. You can create it. Try to be aware that whatever it is, you might not like it. Right? Wisdom. You might not be able to tell so well, but that's why we're here. All right. Next, Sephiroth of Power. The Sephiroth of Power. Okay, it sounded weird. Lord of Ruin, 10 of Swords, Sun Gemini. All right, so Spirit Wars Tower. How is this my power? That's the shittiest card, one of the shittiest cards in the deck, and you're telling me that's my power, that's my advantage, that's my fight, that's my rulership. Because it is Mars. Yeah, this is your power. This is an ending. This is painful. This is tears. Sad. End of a job or a relationship. Affliction. Loss. Something's over. It may feel like a rock bottom or a low point, but there's hope. Now, what I see here initially is that something's over, and it may suck. However, it may be good, because it may be something that you needed to get rid of. An old way of seeing things. A new wisdom may be birthing, not in August, but sometime soon, right? Power, wisdom. This is the best I can do, this. And this is cool, but I don't know. And then all these thoughts start coming, right? This is my rulership. My personality and everything is telling me to do this, but this is the universe is telling me to drop it. Drop it, drop it. It's not me anymore. I don't want it anymore. I don't lust for it anymore. I don't wish to give to it anymore. I don't want to practice it anymore. I don't want to be with that person anymore. I don't want to play the game anymore. I don't want to do that job anymore. It's painful. It's not worth it. And it doesn't even have anything to do with you. It's just not worth it to you anymore. And it's done. It's dead. Now it sounds like a bummer when I say it, but is what it is. Is what it is. Remember, low point with hope. All right. In truth, got the Three of Discs, Mars and Capricorn. This is all about recognition, teamwork, effort, right? Construction, camaraderie, coming together to work on a project, right? You have the thing here, right? And everything else fades away. Mars and Capricorn's is also about kind of showing up and looking your best and saying, I'm here to work, I'm here to do this, let's do it, let's do the thing. All right? It's the development of earthly matters, it's material creation. It can also be an important project. So the truth is, whatever is with that Seven of Cups being offed by that Ten of Swords, This is all about creation for you. Alright? And when it's creation, it's destruction. Alright? You had this. Wanted something better. I could blame you. Got in the material world, said, hey, I can create anything I want. So I'm gonna do a little spring cleaning. And truth is, you're working on something, you're building something. You may not be aware of it, but that's why we're here, to talk about these things. You're taking measurements, you're drawing blueprints, you're getting stuff ready. Let's build something new, build something better. And you're not doing it alone. You may want to, but that's not what I see here. Alright, let's continue. In your victory, you have the Queen of Cups. As a core card. Core cards are people. So this could be you, but it is Cancer traditionally, or whateverly. So I don't think it's you. Could be someone in your life. Could be an energy that you've taken on from another person. The Queen of Cups is all about kind of like a mothering energy, right? Nurturing, taking care of, being a little secretive, but being also, you know, protective and nurturing. I said that, and creative and psychic. And you can't see her because she's so mothering that she takes on the characteristics of whoever she's around, like a chameleon or something. Makes her very popular. She's there. She's very hard to see. She's very tranquil, peaceful, healing. It's a good word for her, healing. And it's a good person to have for you on this tree. Again, I don't see it being you, because you're fire, and this is water of water. But I feel like you know someone like this. You have someone like this in your life, perhaps. Or you're going after someone like this in your life. That is a victory. An emotional victory. To have someone like that in your life, believe me. Seriously, believe me. You want a Queen of Cups in your corner. She will help you. Okay. Next, we have Splendor. This is when you take a step back from the victory and all this stuff, and you kind of see what's going on. The greatness of it all. And for that, you have Cruelty. Spirit or Sorrow. Okay, what the fuck are you talking about? Splendor? How is Cruelty Splendor? I know, and give me a second. Cruelty is all about overthinking, of course, but it's also the dark side of the subconscious mind, because it's a 9, which is on foundation, which is subconscious. It's anxiety, it's grief, it's mental anguish, animal instincts, a loss, lack of humanity, right? Mars and Gemini. Mars is your rulership. Alright, so what I see here is you submitting to some rather dark thoughts. Some survival instincts that may be paying off well, or have paid off well, that got you out of that debauchery. in some ways, perhaps even stabilizes the ruin that you go through in your ego death, in your rulership, right here, right? So we got the 10 to the 9, and on the tree is right underneath, baby. It's right underneath. So yeah, this card is not fun stuff. This card is not fun stuff either. And this is the pillar where you kind of just chill and cool out. And the other side's kind of fiery, passionate. Nope, going the wrong way. Okay. So just be aware that in your splendor, when you start to measure things up, you may not like what you see. Your mind might not like what you see, what it sees, what it's made aware of, the measurements it projects. You may not like it. You may be very afraid of it. You may want to reject it altogether. It might make you want to get pumped up. It might make you stressed. You might want to go to the mattresses over it. War, right? They're only thoughts. Remember, we're not the mind. We are not our thoughts, we are just the awareness of our thoughts. And Aries, just be aware of your thoughts. In August, be very, very aware. Don't engage them. If they're this sharp and if they can hurt you this bad, because that's what this card is about. It's a war of the mind. Mars, Gemini. Stay away from those thoughts. Right? My mind is a bad neighborhood, and I would not want to go in there alone. It's something some people say in recovery, and I get it. So it pertains there. All right. Let us continue with me not stalling. All right. You have your foundation. You have victory. Jupiter in Leo. And this is all about coming together with other people, working hard under pressure, meeting people that are like you in your element, so to speak. Teamwork. So foundation is kind of what the whole tree is built on. Foundation says about you, I'm going to do whatever I have to do to win, right? Wands are doing, anything done. So Aries, you are like, I'm going to do whatever it takes to find my victory. I'm going to call the right people and make the right moves, no matter what. That's my foundation. That's your foundation. Whatever it takes. It may take a lot. It may take a lot. But you'll see it through. And you don't need me to tell you that even. What you manifest, 8 of Swords, Lord of Interference, and I'm not surprised. Why? Because this is all about, I keep saying it's all about, but whatever, neglecting important matters, overthinking, overanalyzing. You got the 9 and the 10 here, right? So, obviously, mental imprisonment, self-sabotage, silence, lack of integration. Lack of integration, lack of persistence, a Lord of Shortened Force. And with your energy kind of being all over the place here, it's not surprising. Alright, so then if I had to sum this up in a story, I'd say you find this thing, this gives you a lot of power, and you make some rather not so great decisions with it for whatever your reasons are. You come to understand that what have I done? No, I don't want to do this. I want to fix this. That's gonna kind of suck though. But also, it's for the best. For everybody. I can see that now. Who's this lovely queen? She's making me feel a whole lot better about everything. Thank God she's here. But you know, I'm also I really don't like what I've done here with this, and it's making me. But it's okay, because deep down I know, again, this is my victory, this is for the best. And what was that? Doesn't matter. I can't think straight at all this month. That's the lightning bolt story I see here, right? Creation, illusion, breaking out of it, creating something new, letting something die, constructing something better with others help. Love from another that heals you. Mental anguish brought on by yourself, which in some ways can be a good thing, because guilt gets a bad rap, but guilt means that you're a good person, which means you recognize when you've done something wrong. I'm not saying you've done anything wrong, I'm just saying that's how I feel about it in general, and maybe that's my shit, but that's what I see here for you, Aries. Just don't take it, don't beat yourself up over anything. Foundation, it's okay. It's long run, I'm gonna succeed. Right now, it's just really hard to think. Or to stop thinking. So any doubts you may have, that's normal. But don't doubt that whatever it is you do in August, whatever it is you create, you'll find a way to make it right. All right, Aries? Until next month, love you so much. Bye-bye.